Hey everyone, and welcome back for day 3. Today we're going to repeat some of the things that we have already learned, and we're also going to progress a little bit further in the practice. Let's start with that warm blanket, bringing that nice and snug around the low belly and the low back. So we start the process already here of helping to balance Vata dosha. Bring your hands together in front of the heart. Tilt your head slightly forward. And let's place that grounded intention into our practice. With every breath that you take here, feel that you are infusing your body, your mind with this intention. And let that intention lay the groundwork for today's practice. Take another just gentle breath here. Good, and then lower down your hands, joining thumb and index finger, and then starting to activate the ujjayi breath. Breathing a little bit more mindful and deep, and exploring that gentle contraction at the back of your throat. Now if you're still learning the ujjayi breath, that's okay. Maybe you're still taking a normal deep breath in and then exploring that contraction on the exhalation. Just try to get to know the contraction that you are establishing at the throat and invite this more smooth and steady breath. Hearing the sound of the breathing. This ocean sound. And notice how body and mind becomes a little bit more present, a little bit more connected through the breath. Now from here, turn your palms facing down. With an inhalation, we're going to gently lift up through the chest, rolling the shoulders slightly back. With your exhalation, rounding your upper back, drop your chin a little bit down. With your inhalation, again, slightly lifting the chest, rolling the shoulders back. With your exhalation, rounding especially the upper back. With your inhale, you can start to lift the chest a little bit more and feel that you're tilting your tailbone slightly back. With your exhalation, round the back a little deeper and tuck the tailbone under. With your inhalation, again, just lifting up through the spine, tailbone tilting back. Exhale and rounding your whole back. Good. Inhale. So we gradually increase the movement, lifting a little more, curving our butt, curving our spine. With your exhalation, rounding your whole back. Let's do that one last time. Inhale, lifting. And with your exhalation, rounding your back. Good. Now from here, come to an upright position. Let's take our blanket and just fold that. If you notice when sitting on the ground that you are leaning a little bit into the back of your body and that your tailbone naturally tucks in, for the next sequence, you might want to sit on a blanket. Otherwise, if you can sit upright, then you can skip the blanket. Now we're going to slide the left foot in, Coming into a little rotation, so either grabbing a hold with a hand around the knee, or you're going to wrap that right arm all the way around if you're able to reach. Bring the left palm to the ground. Now flex into the right foot. See if you can find some length here through the spine, and then begin to rotate your chest a little more open to the side. You don't have to twist your neck excessively back. You can keep it a little bit soft and just focus on creating that compression at the belly, the rotation, and the compression into the vital organs. Good. Now I want you to breathe nice and deep. So feel the movement of the breath. Feel the belly rising and falling. It might feel good here to just close the eyes and really observe what is happening there internally. Apply your ujjayi breaths. One more inhale. With your exhalation, softly look forward, arms to the side, and extend the left leg forward. Bring your feet together, flex them. Then walk your hands slightly to the front, root into the palms. With your inhalation, let's lift and lengthen through our spine. And with the exhalation, see if you can just gently apply some pressure here, dropping your head forward and down. Then inhale, again lifting up through the heart, so kind of creating this wave-like motion. With your exhalation, just softly release and fold. Inhale, again lifting and lengthening through the spine. With your exhalation, just feel that nice big stretch through the back of your body. Breathing in. Exhale out, folding forward. Last time here, inhale. And with your exhalation, see if you can go maybe a little bit deeper this time. Holding here for one more in-breath. Exhale and release. Good. And with your next inhalation, just slowly lift yourself all the way back. Step that right foot in now. Choose your variation, either hold the knee or wrap the left arm all the way around. Take the right palm behind you. Find some length, feel the twist happening through the upper body, soft rotation through the neck. Breathe here, steady ujjayi breaths. You want to be able to hear your own breathing and allow the breath to flow at a slow and steady pace. The in-breath and the out-breath flowing at approximately the same length. Take one more inhale here. With your exhalation, again slowly look to the front, arms to the side, and step the right foot forward. Now you can either take your knees to the side, if it's possible for you to transition forward like this, crossing over the ankles, the tops of the feet are facing down, and then rock yourself through like this, you can do that. Bringing your knees hip width apart, hands down to the ground. From here, let's drop the belly, lift the heart. With your exhalation this time, you're going to sink all the way back into child's pose. Let's find a nice rhythm there. So with the in-breath, we lift ourselves up. At the top of the inhalation, drop the belly, lift the chest. With your exhalation, you're going to sit back towards the heels, child's pose. So just for a moment, then we lift back up. Inhale here, gently curving our back. With your exhalation, stretching out your spine, dropping your hips back. And then inhale one last time, lift up. With your exhalation this time, tuck the toes in. And let's rise up into our first downward dog. Now you can pedal out your feet a little bit here, just walk it out on the spot, drawing one heel at a time closer to the ground. We want to keep that nice foundation through our hands, so spread the fingers nice and wide. Root the palms into the ground and feel that earthy, steady connection. Then explore to just come to stillness here, bending those knees and find this nice length through your spine. Relax into the heels. Good. Now with your inhalation, come forward, plank pose. You can shovel the toes a little back, shoulders over the wrists. Dip the knees down. Exhale, lower the upper body. Elbows are gracing the ribs. Reach back, activate the thighs. Inhale, baby cobra. So just a soft lift up. With your exhalation, lower the chest. Tuck the toes in. Press yourself back up into that downward dog. From downward facing dog this time, let's walk forward. See if you can do this slowly. You can shift onto the fingertips here, alternatively lifting your hands from the ground. Place your hands under the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Soft gaze forward down. Exhale, release, and fold over the legs. Inhale, keep those legs slightly bent. Float the arms to the side and up. Exhale, hands right in front of the heart. Now feel yourself spreading those toes nice and wide. But there's this earthy connection as well into the feet. Feeling grounded and rooted. The gaze is softly forward and down. Then take an inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, folding forward and over those legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left foot back. Drop the left knee down to the ground. Untuck the toes, check the alignment here, then lift up. Anjaneyasana. Good, hold here, shift forward, yet lifting slightly out through the base of your spine. Same thing that we've practiced. One more inhale here. With your exhalation, lower those hands all the way down, tuck the toes in, lift the knee, and slowly step back into your downward dog. From downward dog, let's breathe in, shift forward, plank pose. Exhale, either dip the knees or you can explore lowering from plank all the way down to the ground. Reach back through the toes, inhale. You might lift slightly higher here, see how that feels. Exhale and lower. Tuck your toes in, press up and back, downward facing dog. Arrive here in downward dog. Again, making those little adjustments here, externally rotating the arms. So the biceps is not going to necessarily point forward, but we want to feel that we are turning the inner parts of the arms to the front, so the elbows pointing more towards the back. And then lift the left leg up here. Inhaling, hips square down to the ground. Exhale, shift the shoulders over the wrists as you step forward. Lower the right knee down. Untuck your toes. Inhale, lift up. Exhale and hold position. One more inhale. Exhale. Lower your hands down. Nice and grounded. Pressing into the palms. Lift the knee and step that right foot forward next to the left. Inhale. You can stay on the fingertips or hands to the shins. Exhale. Fold. Inhale. Sweep the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale. Hands in front of the heart. Let's do the other side. So we sweep the arms up. Inhale. Exhale. Feel those feet rooting down. Folding forward. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale, this time the right foot steps down. So take a big step back. Lower the knee to the ground. Untuck the toes. Float the arms up. Inhale. Exhale and hold. Maybe shifting the hips a little more forward. One more in-breath. Exhale. Lower those hands down. Tuck the toes in. Lift the knee. Push into your hands as you step back. Downward facing dog. Then breathing in. Shifting forward. Plank pose. Exhale again. Choose your variation. You can also dip the knees down and then slowly release the upper body. Bring back through the legs. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower the chest down. Tuck the toes in. And press slowly up and back, downward facing dog. Arriving here for a moment in down dog. And now take the right leg up high. Inhale. With your exhalation, gently step through. Lower down the left knee. Untuck the toes. Float the arms up. Good. Settling into that pleasant stretch. Really opening up here. Good. Let's take one more inhale here. With your exhalation, lower your hands down. Tuck the toes in, lift the knee. Let's gently step forward. With our in-breath, find some length through your spine. And with your out-breath, fold forward. Inhale, sweep the arms slowly to the side and up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Now we will bring our feet hip-width apart, hands to the waist, and coming into a standing forward fold. So we will take an in-breath, just find some length through the spine, lift the chest. With your out-breath, fold from your hips, slightly bend the knees, and lower your hands down. Bend your knees as much as you need to hook onto the big toes. So you're going to use your peace fingers. Create a little hook, the top of the hands facing outwards. And then inhale, lifting halfway, lengthening through the spine. With your out breath, drop your head. So for some of you, you might keep the arms straight, drop the head down, try to relax into the neck. If you have some space here, bend into the arms and drive your elbows out to the side. Relax again into the head, just allow the crown of the head to drop down. And you can feel that you're slightly pulling a little bit into the big toes. Without forcing this, just let the body settle into the forward fold. Stay with the Ujjayi breath here. Let yourself just gradually sink a little deeper with every out breath. All these poses where the head is below the heart is so nourishing for Vata, as it really relaxes and calms the nervous system. One last breath here. Great. Now with your in-breath, extend those arms if you bend them halfway up. With your out-breath, just take your hands to the waist. And then inhale, use those leg muscles to lift yourself all the way up to standing. Exhale, relax your arms to the side, coming into Tadasana, mountain pose. Palms facing slightly forward, externally rotating the arms. At the same time, root down into the feet and feel a slight lengthening up through the crown of the head. Just observe the effects so far in your practice. Notice any shifts taking place in your body, in your mind. Stay with your calm, Steady ujjayi breaths. Guiding your mind back to the here and now, practicing this present awareness. Good, and now softly open your eyes. Let's step our feet a little bit wider, so all the way to the outer edges of the mat, turning your toes slightly outwards, about 45-degree angle. Then float the arms to the side and up. Inhale. With your exhalation, keeping those hands together as we sink down, squat pose. Now in squat pose, some people lift their heels because the ankles might be a little bit inflexible. If that's the case for you, I rather want you to stay higher and work more strength-wise here, rooting those heels down, gradually building up the flexibility in the ankles. If you can sit a little lower, sink that tailbone down. At the same time, lengthen up through the spine and press the elbows along the inner knees to keep the knees in line over the toes. This is a very grounding posture. Even if you're sitting a bit higher, you're going to stimulate the balance and the harmony of the channels in the lower part of your body, the lower chakras, inviting more grounding, nourishing qualities, earthy qualities. Let's take one more breath here. Good. Now place your hands behind you and see if you can find a way to gently sit down. Great. Grab a hold of your knees now. Tuck your tailbone under, and let's slowly lower ourselves all the way down to the ground. Once you're here, grab a hold of your knees and make some small circles here, just circling your knees in one direction and feeling that we're reaching the lower part of the spine, the sacrum area, which is a very soothing little movement for Vata. Just notice how that feels. And then switch directions, start to circle your knees the other way. Staying with your breath, conscious breathing. Good, now lower those feet down. Let's prepare ourselves for some bridge poses here. So reaching down towards your heels, keeping your feet hip width apart. Cross the low back into the ground, tuck your tailbone under. Let's begin to lift slowly up. Feel that those legs are nicely engaged. Find the center point of your feet. And if you notice that your arms are just kind of relaxed, just maybe rotating upwards, keep some awareness there. Lengthen gently down through the arms, through the fingers, palms facing down. One more inhale. With your exhalation, gently lower down. Tuck your tailbone under as you release, slowly. Give yourself a moment here just to soften the legs. Couple of ujjayi breaths. Let your mind continue to focus on this breath. Tuck the tailbone under, activate the legs, lift up. And we take about 5 ujjayi breaths here. Last inhale. And with your exhalation, again, just feel yourself kind of rolling along your spine very gently, release, and lower. Great. We're going to close our practice with some hip opening now. So just take the right ankle, cross that below the left knee. If you have some sensitivity in your knee or in your hip joint, you can keep your foot to the ground. Just gently use that right hand, press along the inner part of the leg. Otherwise, right arm threads in between. Left arm comes to the outside, and just wrap your hands around the thigh. Make sure that you relax into the shoulders here, soften into the neck, and just find that sweet spot where you can enjoy the opening here along the outer track of the leg, all the way to the glutes without overwhelming your body. Keep this nourishing quality throughout the practice. Imagine that you are oiling your system from within, grounding, nourishing the mind, oiling the joints, the muscles, all the tissues, the organs, helping to battle any dryness, any hyperactivity, harmonizing the energy in your system. One more in breath here. Exhale and lower that left foot down. Let's switch sides. We lower the right foot, take the left ankle, cross it below the right knee. Choose your variation. When ready, settle into the pose. Again, find that place in this pose where you can really feel the nourishing effect settling in. Let go of the idea of going to the maximum in the poses. This is not a competition with yourself. This is a moment for you to take care of yourself. This is a kind of therapy and medicine for your body and mind. Remind yourself of that whenever the ego creeps in. Take one more breath here. And then gently release. Lower to the ground. Lower the left foot. Take them a little wider, and let's do a few windshield wipers here. Just sway with your knees from right to left. Great. And we have arrived to our Shavasana, so let's make ourselves comfortable. Take that blanket over you. A little tip, if you are laying down and you don't want to come to seated, you can just wrap that around the feet and then from here, extend the legs. A nice heavy pillow. Let's settle in here. Enjoying this blissful experience, the therapeutic effects from our practice. Give yourself this sweet moment at the end to just embrace everything, take it all in, and continue to let go. Just enjoy the here and the now. Start to gently move the fingers and toes. You can keep your eyes closed a little bit longer as you slowly awaken your body again. And only when you feel ready, you can turn over to the side. And pressing yourself up. Hands in front of the heart space. Thanking yourself here for once more showing up on your mat and taking care of body, mind, and heart in the right way. Providing this deep level of nourishment from within. Let's bow down to honor this practice. Namaste. Alright guys, I hope that you enjoyed day 3 of our VATA balancing program, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 4.